Hey guys, it's Brian here, and welcome to episode 68 of our Liverpool career mode series. In today's episode, we have 3 games for you, one from the Capital One Cup, from the League, and the Euro League on top of that too. So we'll be playing all over the place and having some interesting matchups to boot. And we're going to be playing against Everton in the Capital One Cup. So we had that very easy game early on in the Capital One Cup. Now we're ramping it up a little bit, actually facing a very formidable opponent. And I was very excited for this one. We did start a little bit of a weaker lineup because we have Manchester City coming up in the league after this, and I wanted to have our best starting 11 for that game. But you know what? We got Mayuka starting in that striker role, and he's been absolutely fantastic there. So that was definitely a boon for us in this game, and something that was going to help us out for sure. But while this episode's going on too, I want to talk a little bit about E3, which is coming up, and just I know that a lot of you guys are really into FIFA, and I wanted to kind of get your overall thoughts and feelings in regards to E3, because something that I get excited for pretty much every single year is, you know, I'm a big hockey fan, so I'd always watch the trade deadline, similar to the transfer deadline for you guys, and that would be the big thing that I remember in school. I'd always get that day off because it was a big deal. But E3 was one of those times that I too was absolutely just enthralled with finding out what was going on in the video game industry, trying to find out what new games are going to come out, and I wanted to get a bit of an idea of where you guys are at with that. Is it something that's very exciting for you too? I'm in a bit of a different spot now where I obviously come from it from a video game standpoint of being really interested, but I also cover it in ways too now, so it makes it a little bit of a different scenario, but it also lets me have a bit of fun too, because I get to really enjoy the time of checking out what's coming out of E3 and getting into it. But I want to get an idea of what you guys are excited for, so leave me a comment in the comment section below and tell me what games and what stuff you are most excited to see from this year's E3. Back to the game here. As I said, Mayuka, he's been on fire, and in the 33rd minute here he gets a pretty nice goal. You can see they actually had a couple other chances too where he was really just getting through the defense, and it's hard to explain, but he's so just slippery. It's really awesome actually, because I mean, there's a lot of times that I face teams and I get to this point where I'm trying to get past the defender, and you know, it's very close and I have to get rubbed off the ball, or you know, maybe I make the wrong deke or the wrong move and I go right into the defender. I don't know what it is with Mayuka, but whenever I'm playing with him, I always feel like I have a very, very solid chance of being able to get through the play and get a scoring opportunity. And that one there is a little bit an easier goal, but that's the second goal of the game. 4th goal of the League Cups thus far, so only 2 games played, but 4 goals from already. And after that goal, Everton really started trying to get a goal here, and Marwan Fellaini is the one that's really in the action here. He's an absolutely fantastic player, as most of you know, and those were a couple chances where I was really impressed with Forte, who's our backup keeper, and he was doing a great job. He really didn't get tested a lot in some cases. He's got the weird black pants on, but that's okay, as he's going to get us the win here. He's going to get the clean sheet as well, and we're going to beat Everton 2-0 in the League Cup, which is a nice feeling. I think we have never lost to Everton in our whole career mode, so I feel like that is one thing that we've got going for us each time around when we play in these episodes. But that's very good, because we want to try and go deep as many of these competitions as we can, as we're not in the Champions League. But I feel like, you know what, we're in the Euro League, and that's going to be something very good if we can actually get deep in that, but also focus on the league in general, and if we can get a cup tie too, that we can get a good draw, or you know, somehow get a bit of luck going our way there too. We'll be able to stretch the team a bit, get those other players in, and also hopefully have a lot of success this season. But keeping ourselves open and, you know, doing as many competitions as we can is really something that I think lends a lot to the team kind of, you know, being happy overall, because I feel like when it gets to the end of the season, you're only in the league, you really just start playing this starting 11 every single game, because you don't need to rotate, you don't need to become a strategist when it comes to that. And for me at least, I really feel like it's a lot of fun to have, you know, those 15 or 16 players that you feel very comfortable with, but you want to switch them around. It isn't, you know, you saying to yourself, well, Mayuka's playing really good right now, I'm going to start him instead of Suarez. It's the idea that, well, Mayuka is our second striker, and I'm going to play him sometimes on the wings, but most times he's going to be the guy that comes in, still does a fantastic job for us, and is that player that we can use from time to time when we're playing either in the Euro League, or we're playing in the Capital One Cup, or the FA Cup as well. But this was the game that was most important in this episode here. As we're playing against Manchester City, had a very close game against Manchester United, gave that late goal that got them the draw early on in this game, though. David Silva scores an absolute beauty, and they almost got another one here too. So that was a bit of a luck given to us there. And Luis Suarez here with the first real chance for us in the game, tries to put that one away, is not able to do it. And right off the corner, though, he's going to get a nice header in there, lots of power, great jump by him, and that's going to tie us up in the game. That's the reason why he is still starting as well, is because he's scoring lots of goals too. Our strikers are on fire right now, which is definitely a positive for us. And going into the second half, we have a tie game, 1-1 thus far, and you know, for me right now, I'm going to try my best just to keep in these games, and if we can get the draw in these games, that's really important too, because I'm really going to be trying to be level-headed in these cases, and we were level-headed early on in this game. You know, maybe if we didn't get that goal, it would have been a little bit of a different story, but the idea that we can come back, but don't throw it all away, because I felt like we had a couple games last season where we gave up too many goals after really just trying to throw it at the wall to get that goal, that leading goal, or the goal to give us back, or at least a chance in one of those games that we're playing. This time around, you know, we're a lot more confident, or I feel a lot more confident because, you know, we've been through lots, and also too, I'm starting to realize that, hey, we can come back, we can have a good season at the end of it all. Don't need to get super antsy early on in the season, but still, we're trying to get that tying goal here. We're down 2-1. Gael Clichy, I felt a bit wrong there because of the weird physics that got in the way, and they were able to score that one. But in the 90th minute, Danny Pacheco cuts in, and a bit of slime work there as he's able to put that away. I actually really like that goal, though, as he was able to find that corner. Joe Hart is super hard to beat in net, so we were able to squeak out a draw in this game, which, you know what, I will take, because that means 1 point for them, 1 point for us, and we're still sitting at the top of the table, too, tied with West Brom, of all teams, and I'm hoping that this league for this season is going to be a little bit weird, because I want to see some action. I want to see some teams sitting up top, and one of those teams I really think is going to kind of turn the table a little bit in regards to that is Southampton, as they've really seemed to, for whatever reason, whenever we gave them Wilfried Zaha, that just seemed to spike them on and, you know, make them a team that they were in the top 6 last season, I believe, and they are sitting 3rd right now on the table, so I'm excited to see what they do too, and I don't think West Brom are going to sit around, you know, and fight for those Champions League spots, but I'm hoping that Southampton are going to kick around some teams. Arsenal, at the beginning of the season here, has not looked too strong, so they might be one of those sides that gets a little bit of the short end of the stick as other teams get better. Some of the top teams stop having their, you know, overall dominance of the top 4, and it becomes a bit of a hodgepodge of what's going on, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And probably one of the more exciting, you know, storylines for the season. But here we're going to be facing up against the Swedish team Elfsborg, and it'll be interesting to see how they play, as we already have a bit of an idea of what Motherwell's about. Someone said in the comments last episode that they are a very fast-paced team, so maybe start a bit of a faster squad against them when you play against those guys. And then we have, I'm going to botch the pronunciation of this, but Funchal, which are from the Portuguese league, I believe. And so a bit of a mix of real nationalities and teams here, but I feel like they're probably the weakest of the group, but they give us a real good showing in this game. It's a very actually entertaining one for us, and I think actually probably Funchal is, you know, the team to challenge us the most, probably. That's kind of my guess. And here in the 20th minute, this is a bit of a fun one. We really didn't have a chance of scoring, but I love those opportunities where you're just hammering at the net, trying to score that goal, and not able to do it in this case here. But in the 30th minute, here's the absolute golden opportunity for them to get a goal. Not able to do it. Bernd, I don't know what he was doing there. He came out, tried to punch it away, but did not do anything of the sort. And that will be the first half there, as we get a pretty even share of the possession and around the same shots as the other team too. Although we got most of those off that triple opportunity early on. But still a pretty good first half, and the one change we made is bringing on Asamoah in the place of Connor Cody. We actually got his real first start for the team, as we've been lending him out on loan for the past couple seasons. But Asamoah is going to make an impact here with really not that hard of a shot from quite a ways out. Finds the post and finds the back of the net as well, and that's going to give us a lead. So you know what, it was bringing him on was definitely a good idea. And Elfsborg, though, not that many opportunities, but they're going to get one here where they're moving it around off the corner, and I just was not able to stop them. Goes through several legs. I'm not going to pronounce his name there, but he scores the goal, and the game is now tied up at 1. So not necessarily where we want to be in this one, but Merkel doing a little bit of a zinger of a shot there, trying to get something to go, and there was the opportunity I thought was going to go in, as that was a real nice header there, but not able to make it go. Coutinho, though, with the chance, and that ball, good old physics, goes flying away, but you know who's going to score 85th minute? Mayuka. He's on fire, and he gets another one for us. I think he's averaging about 1.4 goals a game, which is insane, absolutely insane. He gets another chance here to try and get the volley in, but not able to do that. But he's going to score another here in the 90th minute, and that's going to be another goal for Mayuka, and a 3-1 win for us, guys. So we're able to pull it out late. 2 games where we kind of salvaged something late on. We get a couple goals out of this one, which is nice for our goal differential. That's going to be the end of the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with another episode relatively soon, and we'll have 3 games coming from that too. But stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to be having some special features going up in regards to E3 and just a bunch of other cool stuff going on as well. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in the future. Cheers.
United 0-0, Newcastle United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Everton 1, West Bromwich Albion 2, Norwich City 0, Wigan Athletic 0, Arsenal 1. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Liverpool with 14 points. In second, West Bromwich Albion with 14 points. In third, Chelsea with 13 points. In fourth, Aston Villa with 12 points. In fifth, Tottenham Hotspur with 10 points. In sixth, Southampton with 10 points. In seventh, Manchester City with 10 points. In eighth, Everton with 9 points.